Guys, it's Wagner here. I'm just recording this, actually Sunday night. So I am ready to go here. This is week 36, so we have 4 more weeks of learning. We are going to be looking at creating functions and evaluating functions. So you're looking at this video. You're going to do some VAS a couple times this week. You're going to do some ed puzzles, some Desmos and Pear Decks, and we're going to end with function machines. So let's talk about the document for the week. So this is a document for the week, and actually the notes are taken right out of the Savas screens. I did a print screen of the Savas screens, and then I just cut and pasted it onto this document. The notes are good. There's no reason for me to reinvent it, but I just thought it would be nice if you had in a document. Then you could put it up on your e-notebook if you want, so you have notes up there. Okay, so it says write the equation y equals 5x plus 1 in function notation. So this is something we're going to be using this week, a function machine where something goes in, you do something to it, and then something goes out. So function notation, instead of putting f of x, we're going to put, I'm sorry, instead of saying y equals, like up here you see the y equals. Instead of having y equals, we're going to instead um, do f of x equals. So instead of using y, we're going to say f of x, and that means the function of x equals x plus 1. Now, all of these things we're going to be going over. Again, if we look at this, when I do the function machines, which is when we do the function notation, that's actually tomorrow. I'll do a Desmos to reiterate it. And then when we go over writing a function rule, we'll do Desmos again to go over it. So every time we do something, we're going to keep on going over it with you. So you don't have to worry about like just doing Savas and that's it. We are going to make sure that I review things pretty well for you. Okay, so function notation looks like that. And then we evaluate functions. When you evaluate function, you say, what happens when I take 3 and I plug it into a function? Well, when you take 3 and you plug it into a function, you're replacing x with 3. So instead of having the x, you're going to have 5 times 3 plus 1, which is 15 plus 1, which is 16. Okay, so and this is actually called the function g. So the function g of x says whenever I give you x, whatever number I give for x, you're going to multiply it by 5 and then add 1. That's what the function g says. So g of 3 equals 16. So when I plug in 3 into this function, I get 16. And that's the notation, g of 3. The function g, when I give it the input of 3. And the input goes in, the function does something with it, and then it goes out. Okay, so the next thing that you're going to learn this week is how to write a function rule. So when you look at this table, you can see that it's going up by 1, but down here you can see you're adding 15. So the constant rate of change is 15. You can only do that if there's 1 in between these numbers. Since it's 15, I know that that is my constant rate of change, which is my slope. So if I say, instead of y equals mx plus b, I say f of x equals mx plus b, because remember, instead of saying y, I can say f of x. I'm going to put the 15 where the slope is. Now, how do I find the value of b? Well, I can substitute in any ordered pair. So I can substitute in 1 for x and 17 for y. So 17 equals 15 times 1 plus b, and then 17 minus 15 is 2. So now the function, it's either f of x equals 15x plus 2 or y equals 15x plus 2. Either way, I want to say that is fine. So that's the notes for this week. you are going to again be working with Explore and Reason. Now, when you do that tomorrow, I have it all set up for you. When you do that tomorrow, which is today when you're looking at this, if you click on that, I actually have a video that helps you go through and helps you fill it out. So you want to watch my video, and then you want to go to Savaz 3-2 Explore and Reason tomorrow. So that's tomorrow. Sorry, it's actually tomorrow for you. It's today when you're going through it. Wow. Sorry, I'm a little wonky. Um, so on Tuesday, you're going to look at evaluating functions. And again, I'm going to reiterate it and go over it again with Desmos. You're going to look at writing a function rule, but then again, I'm going to go over it with Pear Deck. And then what's going to happen on Thursday is you're going to start to look at function machines on a Google slide. And I'm going to have you put things in, and then we might have a table, and you're going to say, well, if this goes in, and I plug it in, what comes out. Okay, so that's what a function machine looks like. And so I'm getting that ready for you on Thursday. And then I'm getting this ready for you on Friday, where you're going to create your own function in here, and you're going to put it on a slide. So there'll be different slides with different functions. You're going to put your name on here. You're going to describe what your function does, and I'm going to help you with that through the week. And then someone's going to come and play your function or do your function, and they're going to actually figure it out. So you're going to have two things to do on Friday. One is you're going to give a function for somebody to use, and then you're also going to have to go ahead and do somebody else's function. So that's all going to be on a Jamboard here for later in the week. So I talked a really long time. Sorry about that. Um, anyway, come into Zoom, and I hope to see you on Wednesday in the hub.